What a whirlwind it has been for this Venezuelan president and his wife, captured in the middle of the night, 2 a.m. our time, and then ultimately choppered onto the U.S. Iwo Jima, where he was brought to Guantanamo Bay. From there, he was taken on a U.S. government aircraft, where he was flown here to New York, Orange County's Stewart Air Force Base, and that is where he is being brought by helicopter here to the west side of Manhattan, where he will be processed by the DEA. Just like any other criminal, he will be fingerprinted and photographed, booked, and ultimately taken to the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where he will become a federal inmate, preparing for his federal arraignment in the Southern District of Court on Monday at some point. But here, the situation is ever evolving. We have choppers in the air. We have apparatus from the FDNY and NYPD lining the West Side Highway. The traffic in the area, as you can see from our Air 11 vantage point, is crawling through the area of Chelsea right now. Right across from Hudson Yards is where the landing zone is for the West Side heliport, where we are waiting for the arrival of Maduro and his wife under heavy security. There are several government vehicles waiting for him. There are ambulances, as I mentioned, FDNY personnel, NYPD, as that convoy will ultimately take the president and his wife to Chelsea, to the DEA, where sources say he will be booked for these federal narco-terrorism crimes and then spend the night in the Metropolitan Detention Center, a far cry from the presidential palace he is used to living in Caracas, which the U.S. raided in the early morning hours. So if you are headed in this area, going to the West Side Highway and through the West Side Highway anywhere in Manhattan tonight, you're going to certainly want to avoid this area because of this emergency personnel. The highway will be shut down at some point when he ultimately lands here on the west side to be brought to Chelsea for booking. So the whole area around this time for the foreseeable future is going to be a nightmare for any travelers this evening, Kaidi. We are here on the ground waiting for his arrival via helicopter, and we'll certainly let you know once we see any sign of him.